All right, let's finish up by just writing a little bit more SQL and getting more familiar with BigQuery, since we haven't really done a whole lot of that so far. Yeah, so I found this cool data set, NCAA basketball, under the BigQuery public data sets. And this has historical games, seasons, mascots, colors. This is kind of a fun data set. But let's look at the tournament games, since I don't know about you, but NCAA March Madness is my personal favorite sporting event. So let's just mess around and write a little bit of SQL in here and explore this data set a little bit to wrap up this mini course. So we've got season here, round. This is which round of the tournament it is. The game date, the day of the game. The seed of the team that won. The region. Win market. Market. Looks like these are colleges. But what we can do is look at the schema. Win market. That's the school name. Okay, so I don't know why they're calling it market, but this is the school name. This is the mascot, it looks like. And then the points of the winning team, that's cool. The seed of the team that lost. The losing team. And the lose points. Academic year. Okay, so let's see if we can figure out anything interesting about this. So let's put together everything we've learned and do some analysis and get better at SQL. All right, so season here. Let's just explore this a little bit. I don't know really like how many seasons are included in this. So one easy way to do that is just, we can just select distinct season and then order by season. So this is going to give us all the different distinct seasons. And what it does is it orders it greatest to, or least to greatest. Starting in 1985, and it goes through 2017. So we got some years of data here, but this is not something that's getting updated every year, but it should still be pretty good for just what we're trying to do. Okay, interesting. One other little tip here. You can make this descending if you want it to go the other way, but let's just blow that out. Go back to our table here. Okay, so maybe something interesting we could see is like the average spread. So what are some columns that are interesting in here? So some of these columns are pointless and some of them are good, which is something you're always going to have to run into. I haven't explained this in a video yet, but it's how I'm writing SQL and how I like to do it is having the comma at the beginning. So you can do it however you want, but the reason I like to do it this way is because it's like really easy to like comment things out and back in and it still works. So we've got season. Let's take win market, win name, win points. Let's bring in the seed too here. So win seed. And let's look at the loser. So all these are named the same for lose. So I'm going to show you a trick here. So you can highlight these, and what you can do is hit Control or Shift Option down, and it'll take all these and duplicate them. Obviously, you can just copy and paste like Command C, Command V, and then what you can do is a little trick is hit, I think, Option Shift and start highlighting. And you can highlight multi-cursor. So you could type lose, loser, lose. So then we've got those columns. It's just like a quick way to do a little shortcut there. And then maybe we want to look at like the spread, like how many points they lost by. So win points minus lose points equals, or as, what do you call that? Like spread? It's not really the spread. Let's call it win margin. So let's see what that looks like. Okay. Very cool. So let's put this into a CTE like we learned how to do. What we're doing in the CTE, we're adding adding in the margin. Let's just call this table that. What I usually like to do is indent it. And then down here we can select star from, what do we call this table? Add margin. Very cool. What else can we do with this? Why don't we look at the average winning margin each season? So, and see if that is trending up or down over time. That'd be an interesting thing to see. So let's type season. Let's type, I think there's average. Yeah, average is a function in here. So average win margin. And then what we're going to do is group by season. Let's order by season. That's cool. So this looks like kind of crazy with all these decimals. I wonder if we can round this. So let's Google how to do this. Round BigQuery, mathematical functions. See if there's a function called round in here. Probably is. Round, there it is, round. Huh. I wonder how you use this. That documentation is a little confusing. Let's go to Stack Overflow. So it looks like you round, you put your value in, and then you put like basically some number you want to round by. So let's wrap this in round, and let's round it to 2. Let's see what that looks like. Cool, so that's rounded. I wonder if this is trending up or down. Let's explore this in a Google Sheet. Actually, let's just let's just save it to Sheets. See what that does. So when you save it to Sheet, it's not a live connection like it was in the other video I showed you. It just saves the data into a sheet. So let's highlight this and let's make a chart. It doesn't really look like it's doing anything. Maybe there's a slight upward trend. Put a trend line in this, and it looks pretty flat to me. So it looks like over these years, there is not much of an average win margin in NCAA tournament basketball. And it looks like it's usually somewhere around 12 is the average winning margin. That's interesting. So like, that's obviously the average of the whole tournament. Like, and we could take this in a bunch of different directions, like looking at the average margin of upsets, the average margin when different seeds play each other. There's all sorts of interesting analysis we could do, but this was just, I wanted to throw this in here because I felt like we hadn't really done any analysis in this course. And I wanted to just get you guys a little bit more exposure to writing SQL in BigQuery. So hope you enjoyed it. Go out and find your own data sets that you think are interesting and learn some SQL.